Nakajing temu ban kentiu yaki kam jengok kai perthai bat ban Pynneh pensa yaki riti dustur tenrai Khasi haka khatsan tarik ujemang araja arpusan ketenat kam jengok kai perthai ke sorkar jela bat ke Seng Khasi Kmie kala yok ban ple perda yau mau nong rim ban shna no yaka Indigenous Cultural Center jong ke Seng Khasi Kmie ke badan hamau khar Shillong. Yakani ke Cultural Center an sapen trailing ba ke Integrated Eco-Tourism and Sustainable Agri-Based Livelihood Development Project ke Meghalaya na ke mangtingka jong ke Asian Development Bank ADB. Hagani ke sengi Menteri Rang ba ke Jelau Konrad ke sangma ulalong kumukongsan ban ple perda yau mau nong rim haringkat ke jia don lang uba prestun tensong usembut Menteri ke Sorkar Jela uba Polingro Menteri ke kam jengok kai perthai ke Sorkar Jela u Dr. Vijay Kumar IAS Commissioner Secretary ke Sorkar Jela na ketenat tourism uba U Pingro President ke Seng Khasi Kmie ki teman kisan ki kentai bat senrang ki samla bat ki khna school na lor ki we de. Haba ajing kran uba prestun ulaong ba anda ke Seng Khasi kala dap ya ke Indigenous Cultural Center kan sadai ke jaka ke ban nakeleng saudong ke perthai kin wan jengok bat kan wan ra shibun ki jing mentoy ya ke jela bat ke jat benriu.
Kani ke Cultural Center ke baki penun kamlo ikentin haswajo kani ka Indigenous Cultural Center. Nganget skem bakani ke center kam ke jaka ke diru amal khar. Kande ka way na ka tourist destination. Kabaling ba jong ki items ki balasay anda pilatet ya kani ka jingtay ka jong. Na kermen skem keleng saudong ka perthai. Inwan banrung akani ka temple ka jong. Termau bahai tay kenting yang kam keleng saudong ka perthai. In one hakani ka temple ke jopi ban ngangit skem bakan long ajing mentoy ka bakrau ya ka jelam Meghalaya at kamtam ya ka jai penriu ke jopi nas ngoban ong bakadai ka burong ka bakrau ya ki ka Seng Khasi barokawi Bamangiru hala ibenta-benta kat kum ke Constitution jong ke India. Nginang penklan susu. Ya kajing trekam ke jompi. Bat ginyai Pynneh susu. Ya kalentia ke jompi. Nang lesakman.
Konrad uloang bakani ke Cultural Center kan Pynneh pensa ya ke Kolshor ke jinglong jingman ke Khana Pateng ha ke bakin penpau sapang jong ki Khasi ula penpau ru ya ke jing sngulungo ban syam bagi jaka le nyam tenrai ki balan ne de ki spas nam ru kim pat don ke jing kala ne ke jing tei bapaka bat kumta uloang baka sorkar kala pen kre ya ke mang tingka ke bakerpang ban penbet penbiang yakini ki jaka.
The members of the Seng Khasi Kmie had approached the government, had met me personally and had proposed to put up this particular Indigenous Cultural Center. And that was the beginning of the process of being able to reach this point where today we are finally laying the foundation for something which I believe is going to be truly amazing. And I say that because I'm a very strong proponent when it comes to preserving the culture, preserving our way of life, preserving our history, and celebrating it. And the reason is because that is who we are. That is our identity. That is what makes us who we are and also differentiates us from others. And we are so fortunate that not just in Meghalaya and not just in the northeast part of the country, but India as a whole is such a beautiful and a diverse nation. And hence, from 2018 onwards, it has been the endeavor of our government to continue to support, provide infrastructure, have different programs in order to promote, preserve, and as I said, celebrate the culture and diversity of our state. I remember very fondly when we had gone for the Nongkrem dance in Smith, and there were certain programs that were held, rituals that were celebrated. And I remember first time visiting and realizing that there were certain rituals which were centuries old. And yet when I reached the location, there was just an open ground with not even a place to sit. And I could not imagine that for 100 years the ritual has been happening here and there is no infrastructure. Immediately after talking to all the stakeholders, we sanctioned roughly about 4.5 crores. And I'm so happy we're still not inaugurated it. I'm waiting for the inauguration. But we have a nice gallery out there, a nice space, a nice location. And I'm so happy to see that we are giving shape and structure and the necessary infrastructure for different cultural as well as important, significant aspects of the culture of our people and our state. And today's program is, as I said, another example of that effort from our side to be able to really preserve the culture of the Seng Khasi and the state as a whole, and the Khasi and other communities and tribes in the state of Meghalaya. It's not just an indigenous center. It's going to be a vibrant indigenous and cultural center. It's going to be a center where youth will come in, whether it's music, whether it's handicraft, whether it is the knowledge that needs to be passed on to future generations, whether it is research, whether it's papers to be written, books to be released, libraries to be created. This will be a vibrant, as I said, indigenous center where multiple activities will happen. And let me assure you that we as a government will continue to support you to ensure that we are able to make this museum come indigenous center, into one of the most vibrant cultural centers in our state.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishap, kashap plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki batay kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau khau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kashap plus F hakajingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bat akabathau bha kam kta ikadur jingki marbam kajing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki.
Balehi banai kita.
Kadon ka we kajing mentoy ba kongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition ba kambha kajing im ba kambha pendon kam daki marba medon ka sharp plus F menta kasni.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.